This video is opinion-based commentary. It explores ideas, systems, and patterns from a personal analytical perspective. It does not present facts, target individuals, or claim objective truth. Imagine this: the weaker you claim to be, the more powerful you become. In today's world, victimhood isn't suffering, it's the ultimate weapon. One tearful claim, and boardrooms, courtrooms, entire institutions bow down. Stay with me, because I'm about to show you how weakness is now the fastest path to total control. Claim victimhood and watch the world bend. Institutions crumble under the weight of guilt. It's not weakness, it's the ultimate power play. Weakness flips the script. What looks like vulnerability becomes an unbreakable weapon. Institutions defer, opponents retreat, power shifts. The leverage escalates fast. One claim and rooms clear, doors open, power bows. Victimhood commands deference without a word. Opposition freezes in fear. Speak against the victim narrative, silence falls. Institutions protect the weak at all costs. What if guilt was a weapon more powerful than money? One accusation, and billion-dollar companies fall to their knees. Watch how institutions destroy themselves to avoid being called oppressors. Ever wonder why no one dares speak up anymore? One claim of harm, and the entire conversation vanishes. This is the silence machine, and it's terrifyingly effective. Here's the craziest part. The victim becomes the judge. They decide who's guilty, what counts as harm, and who gets punished. Power reversed, in plain sight. What happens when the victim card never expires? One claim today becomes a lifetime of power. They keep collecting, and the system keeps paying. But every weapon has a cost. When weakness rules, society pays the ultimate price. Stay tuned, because the bill is coming due. Here's the twist nobody talks about. Victimhood creates a new hierarchy. The one who claims the most pain sits at the top. Watch how power structures flip overnight. What makes victimhood unstoppable? The media turns a whisper into a scream. One story, amplified a million times, and suddenly everyone must obey. Once claimed, victimhood becomes an unbreakable shield. Criticism? It bounces right back. Question the narrative, and you're the villain, instantly. One victim claim is never enough. It spreads like wildfire. More claims, more power, more control. The cycle never stops. And the system? It doesn't just allow it, it encourages it. More grievances mean more funding. The final trap. True freedom becomes the enemy. When victimhood is power, independence looks like a threat. Stay with me, because this is where it gets really dark. The freer someone is, the more they threaten the narrative. Why stop at one victim? The more who join the claim, the stronger the power becomes. This isn't just survival, it's an empire built on shared weakness. Step out of line, instant punishment. The victim collective enforces unity with ruthless efficiency. Dissent isn't debated, it's destroyed. One crack in the wall, and the whole structure could fall. So they crush it fast, with shame, exclusion, cancellation. Here's the scariest part. Weakness isn't just rewarded, it's becoming the new normal. Strength looks suspicious, vulnerability is celebrated, society is rewriting itself from the inside. And this is the endgame. Victimhood doesn't just gain power, it takes total control. The weak become the rulers, permanently. So who really wins when victimhood rules? The ones who claim it, or the society that surrenders? This is the question no one wants to ask, but we have to. Because the winners aren't the victims, they're the ones who weaponize the claim. And the losers? Everyone else, trapped in endless fragility. Compassion sounds beautiful until you see what it really does. We feel your pain becomes the perfect way to control you. Empathy isn't help, it's the softest leash ever invented. There's no finish line in this game. The more oppressed you claim to be, the higher you climb. Forever. No one ever wins, but everyone keeps playing. But nothing lasts forever. Even the strongest control starts to crack when people quietly say no. The backlash is silent, but it's growing. Something is changing. Eyes that were once clouded by red guilt are clearing. The awakening has begun, and it's unstoppable. In the end, it comes down to one choice. Cling to victimhood, or step into real power, the power of freedom. Which path will you take? The victim path promises safety, but delivers chains. The freedom path demands courage, but delivers everything else. Choose wisely. Look in the mirror long enough, and victimhood starts to crack. What it really reflects isn't power, it's fragility. The illusion is breaking, and people are starting to see. Real power isn't claimed through weakness, it's reclaimed through strength. The reversal is happening, one person at a time. True strength doesn't need to crush anyone. It stands tall beside compassion, not above it. This is the balance we've forgotten, and it's coming back. Strength that protects the weak, compassion that doesn't demand submission. That's the future we're capable of, if we choose it. The future doesn't belong to those who claim the most weakness. It belongs to those brave enough to be strong. Freedom over fragility. That's the only path forward. It ends with you. Victimhood or strength, control or freedom. The choice is yours. Make it now. The game only continues because people keep playing, stop playing, and it ends. This content reflects personal interpretation and analysis. Viewers are encouraged to think critically and form their own conclusions.